All right. Hey, everyone. Sorry, I'm running just a couple minutes late here. All right. So today we're going to be working our way to a half moon pose. So this pose can be a little tricky. It definitely was difficult for me. So we're going to take it nice and slow, work our way into it, and stretch it out along the way. Things that you'll need for today are, if you have a block, great. If not, a water bottle, a Lysol can will do just fine. Anything to bring the floor up to you so that you can use it to balance. So I'll give you a minute or two to go grab that. And as long as you're grabbing that, go ahead and grab either a strap or a towel or a scarf, something that will help you reach towards your toes, because we're going to be doing a couple of leg stretches. So there's one thing that I want to show you before we get started. I know it's not technically a part of class yet, but there will be a couple of times, several times actually, where I talk about stacking your hips or opening your hips. And so before we get started, I just want to explain what that means. So say that we are in a down dog. Right now, both of my hips are pointing towards the ground. So they're closed or pointed towards the ground. If I want to open my hips or stack my hips, we have one hip that opens on top of the other. So the other thing you'll hear me say is point your toe to the ground. So both of your hips point to the ground, and then stack your hips, pointing your toe to the side. So those are a couple of cues that you're going to hear me say. But it looks like we have everyone here, so welcome. Go ahead, feel free to start music whenever you'd like. I have an optional playlist for you there if you'd like to follow along. Grab your block or bottle and your towel or strap and make your way over to the mat. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start in Shavasana. And that means that we're laying all the way down on our back. Our legs are out long. Our arms are out long. And we're just going to take a moment to center ourselves, because it feels good to take some time just to breathe. Gently rest your eyes. Gather up your energy for our class tonight. Start to slow down that breath. Taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Pepper's definitely going to help out with our class tonight, it looks like. As you feel the floor supporting your body, give yourself permission to just sit and breathe. On your next inhale, gather your knees into your chest. We're going to gently sway side to side here. I hope you guys can see them all right. Yeah. Okay. And the next time that your knees face towards the left Let them drop all the way to the side. Letting your arms come out wide, your head falls in the opposite direction for a nice gentle twist. Still focusing on that breath here, letting it flow down the curvature of your spine. On your next exhale, bring your knees through your chest and let them fall over to the other side, to your right, letting your head fall in the opposite direction. Keeping your breath soft and purposeful as you get ready for the movements that are coming. On your next exhale, bring your knees back to your chest. Give them a couple of rocks. From here, we're going to bring our hands on top of our knees and slowly rock back and forth. Maybe bringing your head into it for a little bit of a rock and roll, all the way up and down your spine. And then coming all the way up to a seat. From here, we're going to scooch our hips back, straighten our legs out in front of us. Arms come up overhead, inhale. Exhale, forward fold over those legs. It's our first time here, so it is totally fine to just gently warm into this. You don't have to touch all the way to those toes. Maybe you're just working on leaning forward here. Gently opening up the backs of those legs, flexing those toes towards your face. From here, we're going to stay low, keep and bring our left hand over to the right side of our leg, either the calf or the foot, whichever you feel most comfortable with right now. And we're just going to lean over to the right side of the body here. You should feel a gentle stretch behind your calf and up along your IT band and into your hips. Now, if this feels comfortable, stay right here. If you'd like to add on, keeping your hand on your leg or on your foot, you're going to rise your chest upwards and bring your leg with you, planting your hand right next to your body. We're opening our chest to the side here. Now, if you have your foot, keeping it flexed, or your calf, or maybe the inside of your leg here. Trying to keep your chest nice and tall, shoulders back. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your body forward as you drop that right foot down. Bring both of your hands back towards the center. We're going to walk our right hand over to the left side of our body, either grabbing onto that calf or onto that foot. Working yourself even deeper here. On your next exhale, you can stay right here, or you can add on by slowly bringing your upper body up and bringing that leg with you, either keeping the hand on the calf or on the foot, planting that left hand right next to your hip. Opening your chest up to the side, keeping your shoulders back, head tall. Nice proud posture here. One more breath in. Exhale, bring your body back down to gently let that foot come to the ground. One more time to the center, forward fold. Maybe taking notice of the fact that you're deeper than you were before. Now that your hips have started to open up. Slowly walk your upper body up to a seated position here. We're going to bend our legs and come to a tabletop position, however you feel ready to do so. If you want to roll over your knees like this, that's great. So we're working on that alignment still with our shoulders right over our wrists, our hips over our knees. Nice flat back, keeping our core engaged to keep ourselves from sagging down. From here, we're going to go do some cat-cows. So deep breath in, bring the chest through, let the belly sink, looking up to the ceiling. Exhale, hips go down, shoulder blades come up, looking towards the hips. Back through the center, deep breath in, cow. Exhale, push to the shoulders, cat. 2 more times through. Down into cow. Exhale, push the shoulders, cat. Last time. Down through cow. And up through cat. Coming back to a neutral spine, our flat back here. We have just a little bit of work here. So 2 options. 1, you can keep these knees planted and do what we're going to do next. 2, tuck those toes. We're going to come into a hovering tabletop here. So knees just hover right off the ground. From here, we're keeping our core nice and engaged, shoulders nice and engaged. We're going to do a couple of touchbacks with those toes. Now, if you have your knees down, you can do this exact same thing. Touching back with the right. Coming back in. Touch back with the left. Back in. Out right. And in. Out left. And in. Last time. Out right. Back in. Left out. Back in. Drop those knees. Good job, guys. Just warming up those core ab muscles because we're going to be using them in some of our movements today. From here, let's go ahead. Keep those toes tucked. We're going to pop those hips up. We have our first down dog of the day. Let's go ahead, pedal out those feet. Bending and straightening your legs to get your heels a little bit closer to the ground, your hips even higher to the sky. Go ahead, bend both of those knees in, raise those hips even higher, and straighten those legs. Look forward through the hands, walking those toes up towards your hands. From here, widen out those feet, arms to grasp your elbows, gentle bend of the knees, sway side to side, forward fold. Shake your head no, nod your head yes, inviting in the positive for today. Let your hands come back to the ground, walk your toes in, big toes to touch, sliver of space in between those heels. Walk those fingertips up, just underneath the knees, straighten out the back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, root to rise, coming all the way through your spine, all the way up to a mountain. Arms frame the face. From here, we're going to do a wide arm opener. So opening out those arms, lift the chest, looking up to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come back up to mountain. Bring your hands through the center, forward fold. Plant those hands. We're going to step back into a tabletop, bringing those knees onto the ground. So for here, like you guys heard me talk about at the beginning, we're going to do some opening and closing of the hips. So first, we're going to go ahead, extend the right leg out long, planting those toes here. Then we're going to extend the right arm out long. Both right arm and right leg are going to move to the left side of your mat. Ooh. You may need to move your left hand over to give you a little bit more room to balance. So if I were to be standing, you guys stay right where you're at, but if I were to be standing, it would look like this, all right? So you have a little crescent shape in that body. So really open up the right side of your body here. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring that hand back to where it was. Straighten out that foot so it's directly behind your hip. From here, we're going to go ahead, bring that toe of the bent knee and scooch it out to the side. Now we can open up our body into a side plank. All right. Option to stay right here with your foot planted or raise that foot, flex the toe, and work on getting that head to heel alignment here. Nice straight line, engaging the side body. So this is the exact shape of our half moon that we'll be doing, except we'll be standing. So this is what we're going for. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to plant that back foot again. Open up our chest to the ceiling for supported wild thing. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hand back to center. Bring your knees back to tabletop. Beautiful job. From here, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Extending that left leg out long. The left arm goes out long. Go ahead, give yourself space by bringing that right arm over a little bit, and then bring both your left arm and left leg over to the right side of your mat for a big side opener. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring those hands back to their tabletop position. Oh, hello, you're right there now. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, swing that foot over to the open side, plant the heel of the extended leg and open our body up. Option to raise that back heel, really working on heel to head alignment here. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, let that left leg drop. We're going to open up the chest to the ceiling. A nice wild thing here. Deep breath in. Exhale. Close your chest to the ground. Plant those hands. Plant those knees. We're going to go ahead and come back into a child's pose by bringing our big toes together, knees out as wide as your mat, and hips to heels. Extend your arms forward and let your head rest. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to slide through the center. Push on your knees. Come all the way through until you're laying down. Bring your toes together. Arms come out wide. I'm going to scooch my position so that you guys can see better. So my arms are going to come out wide here. Rise your chest slightly. We're going to bend our right shoulder in. You guys may remember these from one of my splits. I just love them. Look over to the left side. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Left shoulder goes down, looking over to your right. Coming back to the middle. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. We're gonna come onto our knees, hands and knees here. Tuck those toes, rise those hips up, down dog. Deep breath in here. Exhale, looking in between your hands, walking up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, coming all the way up to mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. One more time, do that slow. Plant the hands, drop the knees back into tabletop. We're going to do that same moon shape here, extending the right leg. I'm running out of space here. Someone wants the back of my mat. Extending your right leg and your right hand. Move your left hand over to make some space, and then bring both your right limbs over to the left side of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, bring those hands back to the center. Bring your foot back to the center. We're going to swing that toe around. Open the body up as we push our heel into the ground. Raising our back leg if we'd like that added challenge. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop that foot. Open the chest, supported wild thing. Inhale here. Exhale, swing that hand around back to your tabletop. Here to the left side. Extend the left leg and the left arm. Bring your right arm over to make some space, and then both left arm, left leg come to the right side of the mat. For a nice crescent shape here with our body. Bring your hands back to the center, extended leg back to the center. Plant that right hand, swing that toe of the bent knee out. Plant the heel of the extended leg and raise your arms to the side. Option to add on that heel lift. Deep breath in. Exhale, drop that foot. Bring your hands back to the center, knees back to tabletop. Bring your toes together, knees out wide, child pose. Head comes to mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to slide through. We're going to slide through. Our chest stays low to the mat, coming down onto your stomach here. Widen out those hands for our wide cobra. Bring your chest up slightly. We're going to drop the right shoulder down, looking over to the left. Coming back through the middle, left shoulder comes down, looking over to the right. Back into the middle, bring your hands underneath your shoulder blades. This time, option to tuck those toes coming through a plank. So coming all the way up through the plank. Hips come tall. Down dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, looking forward through your hands, walking up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Take a second to compose yourself here. We're going to move on into our second vinyasa, where we're going to add in our half moon pose. We're going to start going into that. So for this, now is the time we need to have that block, making sure that it's at the front of your mat, because that's where you're going to need it. All right. Since I've learned I don't want to be facing away from you guys, I'm going to switch sides to my mat just for this round. So from here, we're in our mountain pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center, coming all the way through the middle, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. This time going straight into down dog. Step those feet back, hips up tall. From here, we're going to go ahead, go into a three-legged dog with our right leg going back. So now, here's that chance for opening and closing our hips. So right now, our foot is flat, facing towards the ground. We have closed hips. We're going to open the hips, stack them on top of each other. Your toes are going to be facing towards the wall. Close the hips, toes point to the ground. Open up again, stack the hips. Close the hips, pointing towards the ground. Last time here, opening the hips, bending that leg back. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring yourself back through your three-legged dog. Bend your knee into your chest for your low lunge, right leg forward. From here, plant your left hand, right arm opens up. Inhale here. Exhale, plant that hand back down. Bring your hands to your knees to bring yourself up to your crescent lunge. Arms come to frame your face. Deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can get your heel a little bit higher in the back. That may mean that you need to bend this knee, this back knee, a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Twist your left heel down. Bring those hands out to the sides, getting nice and low into that front leg. Warrior two. Gazing softly over that front arm. Inhale here. Exhale, extend that body over your front leg, bringing your right elbow to knee. Left arm comes up, opening to the ceiling. Extended side angle. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Option to bring the weight off of this front leg. Inhale here. Exhale, paint the sky, sweep those hands back, left hand meets left thigh. Reverse warrior, keeping a nice big bend in that front leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands back to warrior two. We're going into a triangle pose here, straightening that front leg. Bump the hips back. Upper body goes like we're going into an extended side angle, and this time, tick-tock those arms, keeping our chest nice and tall here. Making sure there's a tiny bend in this leg. We're not hyperextending into the knee joint, causing any tears in that leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, tiny bend into the knee. Bring your hand on top of that knee as we're going to bring all the weight into that front foot. We're going to hop our foot halfway in. All right, so now we're in just a really shallow lunge. From here, we're going to sweep both arms down to your block or your water bottle, whatever it is. And now we have our hips closed. From here, we're going to go ahead, raise the back leg, and we are in a standing split here. Working on that balance. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to do some Shiva squats or one-legged squats. I'm going to move back so I don't hit my table. So you're in your standing split. We're going to bring your left knee into your right knee, both bending in towards your chest. Exhale, extend both legs out straight. Inhale, bend both knees into your chest. Exhale, straighten out. Inhale, both knees into your chest. Exhale, straighten out. Drop that foot. You can move your block here. And now we're in a low lunge. Bring your right foot back into our down dog. Now from here, you can go through that, through, through what we were doing before in your wide-armed cobra, or we can go through a vinyasa. To do our vinyasa, we're going to come through our plank, coming just a little bit more over towards our fingers, dropping half push-up. Flip the toes, extend through the upper body, upward dog. Inhale here, exhale, tuck the toes, hips come up, down dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, looking forward through our fingertips, walking our toes up to the center. I'm gonna move my sides again. So you guys, we're meeting in our forward fold. Bring your hands up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend of the knees, coming all the way up to mountain. Inhale here. Exhale, hands through heart center. Forward fold. Plant those hands, stepping back into down dog. Inhaling your left leg up, three-legged dog. We're going to open and close that again. So foot flexed, point the toe towards the ground. We're going to open, stack those hips, point the toes towards the wall. Pointing towards the floor, close the hips, hips face the ground. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, last time, open, stack those hips. Bend the knee back. And let that quad and hip open up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring that foot through three-legged dog. Bend that knee into your chest. Bring it all the way through to your low lunge. Planting your right hand down this time. Left arm sweeps up. Open twist. Deep breath in. Exhale, left hand comes back down. Inhale, bring both those hands on top of your knee, rising into your crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands through into your chest. We're going to plant that back heel down, hands shoot out to the side, warrior two, gazing over your left hand this time. Deep breath in. Exhale, extending over the side of your front leg. Left elbow comes to knee, right arm extends up. Extended side angle. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Maybe lifting the weight off of that front knee and extending that arm down. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep those arms. Reverse warrior, right hand to right leg. Keeping our nice bend in our front leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands back to warrior two. Extend that front leg, bump those hips back, triangle pose. Extending your upper body over that front leg. Tick-tock those arms. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, tiny bend of the knee, bringing your hand on top of that knee. Bring the weight into your front leg. We're going to pop that back leg halfway in. From here, making sure your block is still at the front, we're going to swing both those arms down to your block, facing your hips to the ground, closing them, and lifting the back leg, flexing that toe. Standing splits. We're going to add in those Shiva squats, remembering we're bringing our right knee into the back of our left knee, bending both into our chest. Inhale here, exhale, extend out long. Inhale, bending both. Exhale, extending out. Inhale, last one, bend. Exhale, extend out. Inhale, exhale, drop that foot. Hands off of the block. We're now in our low lunge. Plant the hands. Bring that foot back to down dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, looking forward through our hands. Walk those hands up to the top. Your feet up to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend at the knees, coming all the way up to mountain. Hands through heart center. We're going to do that 2 more times through. Going a little bit faster and adding on to that half moon shape a little bit. Okay. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands, step those feet back, down dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog. We're skipping those opens and closes. We're going to bring our knee into our chest. Plant that right foot. Plant the left hand, open up the right arm. Torso twist in a low lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant that right hand. Option to bring your hands to your knees or float all the way up to your crescent. Working on that balance here. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Spin that back leg back. Shooting your arms out. Warrior 2. Deep breath in. Exhale, extending over the front leg. Bringing your right arm down, left arm up, either extending that bottom arm or dropping it onto your knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the sky. Left arm to left leg, right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, hands back to warrior 2. Extending through that front leg, bump the hips back. Extending over the front leg to tick-tock those arms into a triangle pose. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, bend of the knee. Planting your hand onto your knee. Bringing all the weight into that front leg to hop that back foot in. Making sure your block's in front of you. We're going to spin both of those hands down to the block. Lifting that back leg up. Standing split. Deep breath in. Exhale. Drop that foot. Plant the hands back into down dog. Deep breath in. Exhale through your chaturanga or cobra. Chaturangas, plank with me. Come down. Half push up. Tuck those or flip those toes up through up dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Tuck the toes. Raise the hips. Down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, looking forward in between those hands. Walk the feet up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, coming all the way up to mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center. Forward fold. Other side. Plant the hands. Walk the feet back. Down dog. Lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale. Knee to nose. Low lunge. Planting the right hand down, opening up the left arm. Torso twist. Plant that left hand. Option to float the arms all the way up to crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands to the center. Plant that back heel. Arms extend, warrior 2. Inhale, extend the upper body over, drop the left hand, right arm comes up, extended side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, sweep the ceiling. Right arm to right leg, left arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, hands back to warrior 2. Straighten that front leg, bump the hips back. Extending the body over the front leg, tick-tock those arms, triangle pose. Inhale here. Exhale, bend that front knee, plant the hands, hop that back foot in. Cartwheel those hands down to your block. Raising up, using those glutes, using those hamstrings, standing split. Inhale here. Exhale. Float the foot back down. low lunge. Plant the hands, back to our down dog. Option to hang out here, option to go through your chaturanga. Chaturanga as we go through our plank, lowering half plank. Flip the toes, upward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips come up, downward facing dog. Ooh, I'm working up a sweat. How about you guys? Looking forward through the hands. We're gonna walk those feet in. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend at the knee, coming all the way up. Hands overhead, mountain. Inhale here. Exhale, hands through heart center. Forward fold. Last time on each side here. And we're adding in the full half moon here. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, extend three-legged dog with the right leg back. Bring your knee to nose, down to low lunge. Skipping our opener, we're gonna float all the way up to a crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands through heart center. Flip that back, heel back. Extend out, warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle, floating the front body over the front leg, tucking the arms. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm to left leg. Coming back into warrior two. Inhale, extend the right leg, the front leg, bump the hips back, coming forward into our triangle. Just here for one breath. Bend the knee, bring all the weight into that front knee. And this time, we're gonna go ahead, bring that block right in front of you. I'm gonna go ahead and switch so you guys can see me just a touch better. So this time, we're bringing our right hand to the block, all right? We're gonna scoot that left foot in, if it isn't already scooted. You may need to bring your block out more. And we're gonna rise, opening that back leg. So we're doing that same extending, but this time our hips are open. All right, if this is feeling good, you want to add on that arm. Great. We're really trying to keep that back leg flexed and risen. If you're really wanting to add on and you want to challenge your balance, take your hand off of that block. Ooh, and I don't have it today. That is okay. Deep breath in. Exhale. Drop that back foot. Plant the hands. Plant the hands. Stepping back into down dog. Inhale here. Option to flow through your chaturanga. Coming through your plank. Half push-up. Flip the toes. Upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips come up, downward facing dog. Looking forward through the hands, walk the feet up. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, coming all the way through up to mountain. Exhale, hands come through heart center, forward fold. All right, here comes the other side. Plant the hands, watch out for your cats. And step back into down dog. Oh, the fun of doing things at home. Lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Coming through into your low lunge. Skipping that opener. Rising up into our crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flip that back heel, arms come out wide, warrior two. Inhale, extend your upper body over that front knee, drop the left arm, bring up that right arm. Inhale here, exhale, paint the sky. Right arm to right leg, left arm up. Inhale here, exhale, hands back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg, bump the hips back. extending over that front leg to kick off the arms. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend that front knee. Bring all the power into that front leg. Hop in. From here, bringing that left hand to your block. We're going to bring all of the power into that front leg and rise that back leg up, bringing your hand either on your hip or up to the ceiling. If you're feeling it, getting your hand off of that block, working on that balance. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let that leg drop. Nice job, everyone. Plant those hands back into down dog. Last chance for chaturanga if you'd like to take it. Coming through our plank. Low push up. Lift the toes. I can't lift the toes right now. Upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips come up, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale it out. One more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale it out. Go drop those knees. I'm going to come off to the side here. Drop those knees. We're going to come all the way down onto our belly here. So we're going to do an alligator pose here. So to do that, you can either just hang out right where you're at, just resting here, gathering your energy, or you can bring one hand underneath your shoulder. So I'm going to bring my right hand underneath my right shoulder. Left arm extends out long, resting your head, looking towards that left hand. Right foot bends, so both right limbs are bent. And then you're going to lift that right foot up. You're going to look towards the right as well. And you're going to let that foot reach back as you open up your hip. Now you can either hang out here with your hips stacked, or you can let that foot come to the ground in our full alligator's pose. With your right arm really stabilizing you here. Deep breath in. Exhale, push into that right hand to bring that foot back up. Legs go long. Go ahead and switch out that arm. So, right arm extends, left arm bends in. You're going to look towards the left this time as your left leg bends. So both left arm and leg are bent. Push into that left hand to stack those hips, rolling your pressure onto the side of your hip. Staying here if that feels good. If you'd like to go deeper, letting your foot touch the ground, relaxing into this. Deep breath in. Exhale out. One more, just like that. Inhale in. Exhale out. Push into that left hand to bring you back over. Extending out both arms, bending both your legs. Let them sway side to side. Now that my mat is free, I'm going to take it again. So you're going to move on to your back. Do we have time? Yes, we have a couple minutes. So go ahead and grab your towel or your strap here. We have a couple options to use it, but it is required. So we're going to start by lengthening both legs out. Bend your right knee into your chest. And now if you'd like to use a strap or a towel or a scarf, bring it on top of that foot And then extend that leg out long. Bring your hands down the length of the fabric. So we have a nice one leg extension here. Now, if you don't want to be using a strap, bringing your hands to your calf or your thigh will do just fine. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. If you're using a fabric of some kind, go ahead, bring both of those sides together. You're gonna grab, you're gonna grab both of them into your opposite hand. So for me, that will be my left hand. Your right hand is gonna come down to your hip, and you're gonna let that leg slide across your body just a couple of inches. You're gonna feel this really intensely on your IT band, especially if you want to push into your hip to make sure that it doesn't come off of the ground. Only going as deep as you feel comfortable. This is a very intense stretch, and I'm only a couple inches to the side. Now, if you don't have a strap, you can do the same thing by just bringing your left hand to the outside of your calf, right hand to your hip. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back through the center. Grab onto those straps with the right hand. Left hand will come to your left hip here. So you guys can't really see it, but my hand is down on my hip. From here, you're going to open it up to the other side. So that could just be a couple inches here, or it could come all the way down to the ground. Either way, you can kind of notice when I came all the way down to the ground, my hip came up. So I don't want it to come all the way up. So I'm going to use that hand to put pressure onto my left hip so it doesn't come up, and open my leg out to the side. Deep breath in. Exhale, hand or foot comes back through the center. Take that strap off if you had it. Let that leg go long onto the ground. Maybe feeling the difference between your two legs. Flex your right foot, left leg comes up into the air, and for me, this side is much tighter. So if you're choosing to do the strap, bringing it over the ball of your foot and slide those hands down to give you just a little bit of tension to bring that leg forward. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. If you're using the strap, bringing them together, you're going to grab both of them into your right hand, the opposite hand of whichever leg is extended tall. You're going to bring your left hand or same side hand to that hip, and you're going to bring it across your body. Your leg's going to cross your body just a couple of inches, adding pressure onto that hip as it feels comfortable. And you never want to go too deep into these because these are very tight muscles. We don't stretch them very often. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more just like that. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Bring that leg in through the center. We're going to switch out the hand, so grabbing it with the same side. Hand comes to hip. We're going to open that leg out to the side. And again, that could just be a couple inches here, or it could be all the way out to the side. Depends on your own personal flexibility here. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Using the strap to help you bring it back up to the center. Unhook that foot. Bring both of those knees into your chest. Rock it side to side. And just like we started, we're going to do a gentle twist here. The next time your feet or your knees come over to the left, let them drop all the way to the ground. Arms come out wide, looking over towards your right. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees through the center, letting them drop over to the right side. Head looks to the left. Inhale here. Exhale, knees come back to center. Hands come on top of your knees. Give it a big squeeze. Deep breath in. Exhale, extend those legs out long, arms out long. Relax your head onto the ground, Shavasana. We'll be here for just a couple of minutes for you to focus in on your breath and congratulate yourself for all the things that you have accomplished. And congratulate yourself for giving yourself time to breathe. Letting your eyes close here. Breathe deep into this. I know it's a little cheesy, but I have a poem to read because I ran into it the other day and it really made me think about what's going on right now. So feel free to stay in your Shavasana, keep your eyes closed, and breathe into this as I read this out. When the world comes crashing at your feet, it's okay to let others help pick up the pieces. If we're present to take part in your happiness, when your circumstances are great, we are more than capable of sharing your pain. If you feel ready to move on with your evening, start to wake up your fingertips and your toes, starting to wake up each limb of your body. And as you start to bring energy back through that part of your body, start thinking about all of the people that love that that part of the body is there, that love that you are there. Let the energy of the other people that love you and support you, your community, flow through your body as you start to waken it up. Coming up to a seated pose, however you feel most comfortable. Slowly waking up your eyes. We're going to take one deep breath in together as a group. So deep breath in through your nose. And exhale it out. Thank you so much for coming today. And thank you so much for being my community. I appreciate you guys all. Thanks so much. Let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns or things that you want to learn. All right. Bye.